I was advanced to Sec 2. I failed Sec 2. They wanted to send me to VITV because the teachers were not good enough for me. Really, my mind was just flying on its own. I failed Sec 3. I was advanced to Sec 4 because they said, get rid of him. Keep him in another year, retain him, you're going to suffer more of him. I failed Sec 4. My leaving cert says, completed secondary 4, highest standard pass primary 6. And then later on I was offered PSC scholarship. Education is not a point in time. It is the travel in time. And I'm so happy with SMU because they are trying to make you people different. I tell you, you're damn lucky to have this character. Right? Because he is a rebel. In the year 2000, I appeared in the Straits Times and they called me the revolutionary. The Bill Gates and Richard Branson of Singapore. I wish I was just as rich as them. It's because we must learn to do different. Dare to do different and you'll be great. Was it Einstein who said, it's not that I failed 1,000 times. It's just I learned 1,000 times not to do it this way. 1,000 different ways. And you don't have to reinvent yourself. You ride on the shoulder of giants. And you climb from there and you move and you make a mark. Luke is trying to make his mark. So the first time he came to see me, I brought him for a few beers. Luckily he could drink. Right? He said, but my mom said cannot drink too much. Right? I said, you have to fly away from the mother's nest too one day. We have to learn to be con men. You know, I tell all my teachers, I say you have to learn to be con men. Because nobody wants to study what is right. Nobody wants to be told, you should do this like how we were told. Because we knew better. But if you're a con man with a good conscience, you con them into succeeding. Right? So it's not a bad word. But if you're Machiavellian, then we're in trouble. Then you can con them into being anybody you wanted. Actually, my ambition was to rule Singapore. It is true. I was teaching in the Chinese high school. Right? Now it's called Hua Chong Institution. So I had the best boys. One of my favorite lessons was the first day I went into this class, and they are the best class, top class. I looked around and I said, I think you are the quietest boy in the class. Am I correct? Nodded. So I said, come forward. I said, scream. I do not do that, sir. I went to sit in his chair and said, we'll wait until you scream before the next lesson starts. 45 minutes he didn't scream. 45 minutes you could hear a pin drop. Then I said, okay, we got 5 minutes left. We'll start the same lesson here tomorrow at exactly where we left it off. And then he managed a squawk. Okay, good enough. Then I told them, go and write a 500-word essay on what the lesson was about. It was a beautiful lesson. So they wrote, stupidity. Mr. Singh is not to be trifled with. When you want it, you bloody well obey. I was reading all this to them. I took all the papers after having read it, I tore it and threw it in the dustbin. I didn't want to mark, save the marking. So then I look at them and said, you missed the point. You guys are the best. So I wrote that. The lesson was about, if you dare not do different, you'll never be great. That was the lesson. You have to learn to do different. Different doesn't mean bad. It must be like James Dean, a rebel with a cause. Then you will grow, you will flourish. Luke is trying to be his own rebel through his writing. Right? Hopefully he expands his repertoire. And not just stick to heaven and hell, because there may not be heaven or hell. Hell could be in Singapore if you are suffering and having a bad life. And heaven could be in Singapore when you're having a great life. Because heaven is good, hell is bad. I do not know. But we want to measure, just in case, got heaven or hell, better pray, go temple, pray here. Cover all the bases. Right? Risk it, be great. And what Prof. Kirpal said, buy 3 books, you are wrong. My culture is always 5. We call it the Panj Pyare, the 5 loved ones. Buy for 5 loved ones. That's very powerful. Our Sikhism is 5 and 7. That's why when as a principal I used to punish people, I'll give them 7 chances. After that I know, Satnam, the truth is known. Right? And we grow people. Don't be jealous of another person's success. Support his success, right with him, learn from him and go the other way. That's why go and read this book by Herman Hesse, Siddhartha, where he was trying to find his life. And he actually met Gautama Buddha. I actually got Raj to read that book. You enjoyed it, right? Raj was one of my teachers, and today he's a vice principal. One of the pioneers of West Spring Secondary School, with Luke. Right? And he has other teachers who came here, Prakash and Ong Sichi, there. Please stand up. The teachers are supporting the students. Right? This is what it's all about. Not that the student has left you, the student never leaves you. And the student in you never leaves you. So with that, Luke, I must say, right, I hate coming for such things because I'd rather have a beer. Right? I enjoy my beers. My belly is a bit less than props. Right? But really, SMU, you people just gathering here for an ordinary man. No one is ordinary. Find the extraordinary in you. Because you have it. I have it. I know. Thank you very much.